Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome back to the fish tank. I am Cole, and today we are working on this mess of a creation. So we're working on this, I think it's a 2004 Subaru WRX for our JDM DIBS build for 2024. And what I've decided is to make this JDM into a full-blown gasser. And this is a project I started a while ago, but I decided to pull it out and use it for this build because I thought, what else would be cool for a project than a tubbed out WRX? It's gonna be a little different and it's gonna be a little out there. So guys, let's sit back, let's relax, and let's continue working on this car.
So guys, pretty much what was going on in my head was I didn't know what I was going to do for this DIBS custom build off. I won't lie. I had no idea what I wanted to do. But I was one day sitting down in my basement at the workbench here, and I look over and that gray Subaru that you see up in the middle of your screen was calling out at me saying, "Hey Cole, you should use me for your next project." And I ran with this idea. And I mean, I ran with it. Pretty much what I was thinking was, okay, let's get a cool set of wheels. Let's cut this hood off. Let's tub this thing out, which took forever, mind you. That's why there's no video footage, but that's besides the point. And it was like, what are your two favorite things in the world? Gassers, hot rods, and cool cars. So that's three, but still, I thought it'd be a great idea to just tear this car apart and build it into a freaking gasser. If you guys don't like it, I completely understand, but I think it's a little bit out there, and I think it's very cool, and I hope you guys do as well. So, after my little spiel there, guys, let's get back to this. So pretty much what I'm doing here now in the video is we're gluing on that front axle for the gasser. So pretty much what you want to do is find a even middle spot of your base to put your axle tube, and then you can what am I trying to say? Then you can put your wheels on and lift it up front so it's lifted. If you guys see here, we did change our wheels. We got them off of a wheel rider casting that I wasn't going to use, but I will use the body later down the road. Right now we have a piece of styrene that I'm using to mount the engine so it's flat and it honestly looks right. And pretty much what I did was I just measured the bottom of the engine, the little engine piece, and I just copied that, and that's what we got. So that's pretty cool. Guys, before we continue our video, guys, I hope you guys are enjoying. This is my first time taking part in the DIBS videos. I know I've been a part of the group for a while now, but since I've been in school, it's been hard to make time for these builds, but I didn't want to keep letting my team down, so I told Mark I'm going to be a part of more of these builds to be a part of the group. So we got this one, we got one in February, and we got one in March that we're doing that we got done already. So you guys have a lot of videos coming up to enjoy. Right now, pretty much what I'm doing is just trying to make sure that the engine and the interior are going to fit. So as you saw earlier, I cut out a piece of the interior so the engine can fit flush. And it kind of looks like, I don't know, like a what do you want to call it? Like a suspension piece, the interior. So it kind of gives it that effect, which looks pretty cool. And now I'm just mocking up what I have, and I'm just like, wow, this is amazing. I don't know why this came to my head, but it did. Now we're working on painting the raw metal with this Rust-Oleum's paint that I have, just to give it a more natural effect. It honestly, the cut marks looked horrible, and I smoothed them out in the beginning like you guys saw as best as I could. But I was like, I don't want bare metal, especially because we're not painting this car. This car is staying this color. I just didn't want to mess with any more of the body work than I already did, because I thought it looks cool. It's something someone would do, you know. They would take this car, they would keep it like it was, but they'd have a full-blown motor sticking out of it with exhaust and make it a hot rod. just to stand out a little bit, and that's what we did here today.
Meanwhile, back in the fish tank.
After some time, we finally did get everything together. We got the headers put on, the engine's glued in, and the car is starting to come together. But this final half of the video, we are going to be working on this little piece of metal that I wanted to use to replicate a radiator. And I thought it'd be a cool idea to take apart this piece from the I call them clippies for the you're holding your castings when you paint it. So this was part of the mirror glass, and I was like, this is just sitting in the bottom of my box. I keep all my pieces, so I thought this would be a pretty useful piece to make into a radiator, because that gap that we have in front of our engine, it needed something else to give it a better effect. So that's what we're doing here. So we cut one side, we cut the other, and then we smoothed part of it flush so it was a little thinner because it was sticking too far up out of the hood, and I just didn't like that, so we had to do a little bit more work. Now I think I pretty much got it to fit properly, so it took a little time, it took a little crafting, but after taking the time to do that, it honestly fit pretty well. And then how we made it stick was like we did everything else. We just glued it in and we went on our day. Guys, let's see what we started with. So if you guys remember, we started with this stripped Subaru, you know. I already had it drilled out, the hood was already cut off, and this car was ready to go. It didn't need much, it just needed my time and creative ability to make it cool. Alright guys, let's go see our final result. So guys, this is our final result. This is the creation that was in my head for our 2024 DIBS JDM Invitational. I know it's probably not going to be like everyone else's, but I wanted to stand out. This is my first time with the guys building a cool car, and I wanted to stand out. So what we pretty much did here was we put custom exhaust on, we cut the hood off, we made the engine stick out, we made it a gasser, and we tubbed out the back. We also added Cuda's license plate just for more effect. Guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was an amazing build. It was super fun, and I cannot wait to make another one. Guys, before I go, don't forget to go watch the other builders as well. Mark over at Mark's Matchbox Garage, Opaw's Diecast Customs, and Ron at SoMo Diecast. Guys, thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.